The last lap. The engines thundered through the Silver Creek Raceway, shaking the air with raw power. Jake, lightning, Carter gripped the wheel, eyes locked on the taillights of the Damian Blackwood's jet black Mustang. The final race of the season had come down to this the last lap. For years, Damian had been untouchable, a legend on the track. He did not just win, he dominated. He played mind games, forced mistakes, and never gave an inch. But Jake had been studying him, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And now that moment had arrived. The chase begins. Jake's Camaro rumbled beneath him as he pushed it to the limit, weaving through the turns with precision. The crowd roared, the energy electric. He could hear his crew chief Mason in his earpiece. Stay on him, Jack. He's fast, but he's not perfect. Jake smirked. He knew that Damien had a habit of guarding the inside lane too aggressively, leaving the outside vulnerable. If he could time it right, he had have a shot. As they tore down the back straight, Damien checking his mirror, he knew Jake was getting closer, but he did not look worried. Instead, he nudged his car slightly to the right, blocking the lane. A warning. Jake did not flinch. The next turn was a wide left sweeper, one of the Jake's strongest sections. He feigned on inside move, making Danny think he was going for it. The Mustang responded, shifting to cover the gap. Jake grinned. Instead of committing, he backed off just enough and took the eye line. His tires gripped the outer edge, slingshotting him out of the turn with more speed than Damien expected. For the first time all race, Jake was right on his bumper. The rivalry unflows. Nice move, Damien muttered to himself. For years he had watched Jake struggle, always one step behind. But tonight something was different. There was fire in his driving, a anger Damien had not seen before. They approached a tight right turn known as the window maker. This was where the brave made their stand or paid the price. Damien knew that was coming. He braked late, throwing his car into the turn aggressively. His tires screeched in protest, but he held control. Jack, however, did not slow down. Instead, he took the corner with daring precision, his Camaro nearly kissing the guardrail as he powered through. The move was risky, but it worked. The gap has closed. Damon muttered. You really want this, don't you? The final mew. The finish line was in sight. One last turn, devil hook, a brutal hairpin curve that had decided countless races before. Damien had always dominated this section. He played it safe, covering the inside to block anyone foolish enough to try passing. And that's exactly what he did now. But Jake was not just anymore. As Damien braked hard for the turn, Jake did something insane. He did not brake at all. Instead, he took out the outside lane at full speed, drifting inches from the wall. The, the Camaro's rear tires smoked, the entire car sliding sideways through the curve. The crowd gasped. For a moment, it looked like Jake had lost control, but just before his car could spin out, he corrected the drift, shifting gears at the perfect moment. The Camaro surged forward with an explosion of power. He was ahead. The finish line. Damien fought back, but it was too late. The checkered flags waved as the Jake car